You're welcome to the live series of teachings. Well, today is our first episode of the live series of teachings. And basically what we're going to be looking at today is the concept of truth. Now, the concept of truth has been used to control the very person of who you are for the past 2,000 years. Now, many of us today are products of a misconception because all our understanding is based on information from the world system. You are who you are today because of the people that you have met during the course of your life on earth, because of the education that you have received. So you have been told half truth of the full story about who you are. So this program here is meant to help you see the other half. So we are beginning with the concept of truth, because this concept is what our world system has hidden for the past 2,000 years. What is the concept? Now, if you carefully look at the English word concept, I'll put the word for you on the screen. If we break up this word into two, we've got the word con and we've got the word sept. Now, con means one, and the word sept means an idea. So when we add these words up, it becomes a concept. It means one idea that has been used to control the very person of who you are. And that's the concept of truth. Now, if you carefully look at our systems that we have in the world today, truth is considered to be information. But that is a misconception. Most of us, when we go through the legal systems, we are told to hold the Bible and to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, when we swear this allegiance, we never get an opportunity to ask ourselves very tough questions here. We never ask ourselves what is truth and what is not truth. And who has a right of defining truth to us? Who has got that right? We never ask these questions, but we just get the Bible and we say, I swear to speak the truth and nothing but the truth in the courts of law. I'm not attacking the legal system here, but I'm bringing an example to bring awareness of what takes place in our world system. Now, according to our world system, truth is considered to be information. Now, let's examine and analyze this word in a little more detail. Now, if truth is considered to be information, then that means this information can be used to criticize us. If you're going to use information to criticize me, then that cannot be truth, because the information might be used in a malicious way to affect the very person of who I am. Two, if you're going to use this, you can get this information and destroy the information. For example, those of you who have read church historical records, You will agree with me here that during the time of Emperor Constantine, there was a policy that was introduced to delete or destroy all information that was contrary to the times. Now, during this time, a lot of information and books were destroyed. Some of this information had truth in them. They were destroyed. Now, today, 2,000 years has passed. We are still having the same crisis that Jesus solved during his lifetime on earth. Majority of these books have been deleted. They have been destroyed. Now, if truth can be destroyed, then that is not truth. Now, for those who have been following the Christian religion, you've been told about the silent years of the Bible. You've been told that during Malachi to the New Testament, there was a period of 400 years. Majority of you have been made to believe that the 400 years, there were no prophets. God was not communicating to anyone. But what assessment did they use to know that God himself was not communicating to the people at the time? How did they know that God wasn't communicating to anyone on the earth? But they made us believe that God wasn't communicating to anybody between the writing of Malachi to the New Testament books of the Bible. Those 400 years, we say God wasn't revealing himself to anybody. And we've been made to believe this information as truth. Now, this cannot be relied upon. Truth can be twisted to support an argument. Many people use truth to malign others. So that cannot be truth. Now, it's over 2,000 years since the departure of Jesus. Now, if you carefully look at our church historical records today, we only have one source that history relies upon. And those are the books of a man called Josephus. Now, when you look at Josephus's books here, Josephus was born 4 years after Jesus had gone. But when you look at his books, he was quoting events before his birth. And that's what we are trusting here in Christianity. We are trusting somebody's story about a past event. And we are calling that truth today. Truth has never been information. Next week, we are going to expand on the concept of truth. We are going to look at another principle of truth. The reason why I'm beginning this journey from the misconception is because we are products of the misconception here. Error itself begins when we misconceive things of the past. Now we have been controlled by the concept of truth here. First, we have not been given the right definition of this concept. But we continually use this concept in daily life. This program is going to change your thinking. Why? Because an idea can only be changed with a better one. Most of the ideas never die, but they can be replaced with a better one. See you next week And God bless you.